There's a plant-based food that quietly outperforms almost every grain we eat, yet most people don't realize what it's doing inside their body. It's small, simple, totally unassuming, and surprisingly powerful. And the more researchers study it, the more they realize quinoa behaves less like a grain and more like a nutrient-dense upgrade hiding in plain sight. It looks like a grain, cooks like a grain, and shows up in the same places you'd use rice or pasta. But nutritionally, it breaks almost every rule we expect from a typical starch. It's richer where other grains are empty, steadier where others spike, and deeply nourishing in ways you feel, in your energy, digestion, and overall metabolic health. One of the most surprising things about quinoa is that it's one of the only plant foods that naturally contains all 9 essential amino acids. That makes it a complete protein. No pairing, no calculations. Your body gets the full amino acid profile in one place, which supports everything from enzymes and hormone balance to tissue repair, immune function, and metabolic stability. Where quinoa really stands out is how it affects blood sugar. In controlled studies, people who replaced refined grains with quinoa had noticeably better post-meal glucose responses. Their blood sugar didn't spike as high or crash as hard. That's because quinoa brings together protein, fiber, and slow-digesting carbs, a trio that slows digestion and delivers a smooth, sustained release of energy, not the spike and slump cycle you get from rice or pasta. Then there's the nutrient density. Magnesium is a perfect example, one of the most common nutrient deficiencies, yet essential for muscle function, nerve health, blood pressure, and sleep. Quinoa is naturally rich in magnesium. It's also rich in iron, a nutrient many plant-based eaters struggle with. Iron helps transport oxygen, maintain energy, and support cognitive clarity. When people say quinoa makes them feel more grounded or balanced, there's physiology behind it. Quinoa also shows up in heart health research. In some studies, adding quinoa to daily meals lowered triglycerides and increased HDL, the good cholesterol that helps clear fats from the bloodstream. Very few foods shift lipid markers like that. And then there's the gut story. Quinoa contains both soluble and insoluble fiber. Insoluble fiber keeps digestion moving. Soluble fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which ferment it into short-chain fatty acids, compounds that reduce inflammation, strengthen the gut lining, and support metabolic health. This is one reason people often notice less bloating and smoother digestion after eating quinoa consistently. But quinoa does come with one common mistake: not rinsing it. That natural coating called saponins? Totally safe, but very bitter. A quick rinse under cold water removes it and transforms the flavor, turning quinoa nutty, mild, and incredibly versatile. Cooking quinoa is easy, about 12 to 15 minutes, but here's a simple upgrade. Cook it in vegetable broth instead of water. Quinoa absorbs flavor beautifully. Add garlic, onion, or herbs, and it becomes rich and satisfying. That versatility is why it works for breakfast bowls with cinnamon and berries, lunch salads with chickpeas or avocado, and dinner as a stand-in for rice in bowls, stir-fries, soups, curries, and stews. It's also one of the best foods for meal prep. Make a batch on Sunday and it stays perfect all week. Fluffy, separate, never mushy. Add half a cup to almost any meal and instantly increase protein, fiber, minerals, and fullness without heaviness. If you want to feel what quinoa can actually do, try this. For the next 5 days, swap your usual starch, rice, pasta, bread, potatoes, or cereal, with quinoa in just one meal. Not every meal, not a full reset, just one gentle shift. Then notice what changes. Notice your afternoon energy. Notice how long you stay comfortably full. Notice whether your digestion feels calmer or more predictable. Most people feel the difference faster than they expect. Not because quinoa is dramatic, but because it quietly gives your body what it's been missing. And as always, remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about paying attention, about getting curious, about giving your body small, meaningful upgrades that support you over time. If this helped you, we'd love to have you here. Tap follow or subscribe and grow with us one gentle shift at a time.